What's up, guys? So this weekend we're working on making a new splitter for not only the front but also the sides and the back. We're just gonna make a matching, kind of like an extension of the car to make a little longer and a little wider aesthetically. So my problem with the MR2 SPYDER is that it's too short and too small for my liking. You know, we like the wide stance, we like it longer. So putting a splitter on kind of helps improve that look. Anyway, I just like the way the splitter looks in general. So this weekend, since there's no splitter that I can find available on eBay or anything like that that is a good price, we're gonna make our own splitter. So, and it's really simple. So right now I'm at in Sacramento. This place is called Taps Plastic. It has all the industrial plastics you need to basically make the splitter. All you have to do is measure it out, order the size in which you want them to cut it for you, and then they just cut out the rectangles that you need, and then you go home and you cut it yourself. So I got two pieces that's 4" by 71, two 12" by 13, and one piece for the front bumper that's gonna be 21" by 68. So they're working on me right now. Let's take you inside and I'll show you what the stuff looks like inside. So they're mostly doing industrial plastics like this, like all this fiberglass, or not fiberglass, plexiglass, stuff for, you know, your light covers in your kitchen and all that stuff. Yeah, so what I'm ordering is a 1/4" piece plastics. It looks kind of like this, but not as thick. This is a PVC. It has a textured on one side and smooth on the other side, and just however long you need. Okay. All right, so I got the plastic pieces home from the plastic shop, and here they are. So what we got here is I got two pieces that are square. These are 12 by 13. So all the pieces look like this. This is 1/4" thick. It's got that textured on the one side, smooth on the other. These square pieces I got to maybe fit under the car to complete the whole look once I do the sides and the front. Something like this, maybe. I don't know. I have to look at it and see. I'm not really familiar with how people do their back diffuser pieces, so I have to do some Googling and find out. Look at some images. But the other thing I got was these two pieces. They're about 71" and 4" across, and these are going to be for the side skirts. This one right here is going to be for the front diffuser. So I have my old front diffuser right here, and I can use this as a template. So what I would do is basically lay this on like that, and yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but you can just trace out the template of this old one, and then you just cut the new one according to your liking, and then we'll drill holes in it and bolt it on. So here's going to be a how do you make these diffusers for your sides, front and back. I went to a lot of the car shows, and I see that some of the guys made them out of something that looks like this plastic, and then they laid carbon fiber on top of it, and then they did the epoxy on it. Now the lady at the shop says that the epoxy doesn't want to stick to the plastic, so I'm not sure how true that is, because the guys that I saw at the shows, they have what feels like plastic and then carbon fiber on top, so it looks like carbon fiber. So you have two options. You can either do this, or a couple options. You can either do this and leave it as it is, which doesn't look as good, or you can cut your pieces out, lay carbon fiber on top, epoxy it, and hopefully it stays, and then it looks like a genuine carbon fiber piece, because the top layer of it is carbon fiber. Those look the best. Your other option would be to wrap this whole thing in carbon fiber, in a carbon fiber wrap, and then cap it with like maybe like a weather strip cap. So that would look good as well. I think I'm gonna go try and do the wrap part. So that means that I'll have to wrap over the smooth part and leave the bumpy part facing the ground. All right, so let's get started. All right, so what we got is this is a Black & Decker. I'm not sure what kind of saw it is, but basically it goes like this. So you can get any saw that operates like this, so you can cut this plastic. So this plastic is called ABS plastic. It's very rigid. That's what you want, because you don't want it to flex or bend when you have it on your front end. And what I did was I drew out my old shape in crayon. I had this cut to exactly to the dimensions of the old diffuser, because this stuff is kind of expensive. Getting all those parts that I named earlier was 150 bucks or so. So you don't want to mess up your size, or get too much of a size and then you end up paying extra for no reason. Anyway, so you cut. Here's my starting cut. Basically, you just draw it out and then you cut along this line. I'm not going to show you guys the cutting process because I need two hands to cut. But once I'm done, I'll show you guys the result. Okay, so I finished cutting it out and it looks like this. I got a bolt here, bolt here, bolt here, and a bolt here. I might need some more bolts, but I've ran it with 4 bolts before and it looks fine. The last wing didn't have a problem, but it also was lighter too, so I'm not sure. And then here, it's just like that. These peg parts, they go onto the bumper itself. So I just cut it off there, and there's a gap right between here. So I'm not, with the last one I had a problem with it kind of bending into this gap or bending out of the gap, but this one is 1/4 inch and I think it'll be okay. I won't put anything in there. If something starts moving, then I'll shove a little piece in there to make a knot. And this one, I didn't wrap it all the way down because the lip basically covers all this. But on my next wrap, I will do the whole thing. Okay, so now to put it back on. Alright, so I'm all done. This is what it looks like installed. We got these rods. They're called diffuser rods. They help hold up your diffuser for when you're going really fast. It helps stabilizes it. So you can attach it anywhere pretty much. It's kind of like a aesthetic look. I used to have it pointing out this way, attached to here, but since I got the spider legs going, I'm gonna have it come in and kind of match that pattern. So yeah, it looks pretty good right now, but at some point I'm gonna order some more carbon fiber wrap, and I'm gonna flip it around and then wrap the whole thing in carbon fiber and cap it off. So I'll show you guys that at some other point. And then I haven't done the signs yet. They're still sitting on the workbench, and I'll get to that probably tomorrow. Okay, so I'm all done with the front. As you can see, I want to show a daylight shot. It looks really nice. I gotta do the sides still, but basically the sides are gonna go right under here, And then the back ones are going to enhance this back look a little bit. I'm not sure how I'm going to play with that. So real quick, the Spider-Man symbol on my hood is the wraps, scraps that are from the Mercedes back there. And I basically just cut it out and put the stencil on the hood. It looks really nice, I think. But if you guys like my video, go ahead and like and subscribe and leave a comment. I want to do a competition. Anyone who comments that are from Sacramento in my YouTube channel, I'll randomly pick a person to win my old diffuser, which I have no use for now, and you can just come by and pick it up, or I'll meet you somewhere. I won't mail it to you, so you have to be from Sacramento or be willing to drive up here. And that diffuser, yes, it's a little, it's a lot thinner than this one. It's not 1/4 inch, but if your car doesn't have a gap under where your lip goes up, you just have a lip that goes all the way around flush, you can basically just bolt it onto there and it should work just fine. All you need to do is buy some diffuser rods. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys next time when I finish the other parts for the side skirts in the back.